Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome back. So it's definitely been a hot minute since I've uploaded, which, as most of you know, is because we've moved to another state in Australia. But basically I wanted to come on here and talk to you about, give you a bit of a life update and what's going on, how I'm feeling about making ASMR, how I'm feeling in general, so you guys are a bit up to date with what's going on and what might happen in the future. So let me just start off by saying 2019 was a year I would really like to forget. Now, obviously there was, some good parts of my year, which, included reaching 1,000 subscribers because I was mentioned on a GB video. That was insane. And also including, having so many amazing friends on Twitter that support me but basically, aside from my online life, my, YouTube channel, my YouTube Twitter, it was a pretty bad year. The year before, so 2018, I was made redundant from a job that I loved so, so much. I was working at a chocolate restaurant. Who, wouldn't love something like that? I had amazing work colleagues, I had amazing friends, amazing customers, and I was made redundant. So that was fine. That was, life happens, so that was fine. And then at the beginning of 2019, I ended up getting a job that I thought was going to be, it was going to change my life. It was going to be the greatest thing that ever happened in my life. And basically, I went through so much time. I put in so much time and effort into this job where all they could give me in return was, we don't want you anymore. So without going into detail too much there, I look back on the job that I had at this particular place and I actually feel sick. I feel sick that I wasted so much time and energy on people who probably didn't even, see me in their future at the beginning. It seemed as though they had planned this for a while, and I was only there for 2 months. So when I look back on the people that I met there and the things that I did, honestly, I feel sick. I don't even want to remember that part of my life. I wish I could erase my memory of it, because I know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it beat me down so much. I didn't even want to wake up in the morning. I just felt so sick. So yeah, basically I walked into work and I was happy as anything, and they said, oh, we don't want you anymore. And I said, I was shocked. I was so shocked because I know that I was doing exactly what they wanted me to do. And I was, selling what they wanted me to sell, blah, 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 blah. So that was just a really, really tough time for me. And then looking for more work, I ended up getting another job where it was good. And then one day they said to me, yeah, we don't want you anymore as well. There's more to it, but obviously I won't get into it too much. And having had that happen a second time in just a few months, I was like, is it me? Am I the problem? Is it my work ethic or whatever? But I know it's not me. I know that I am, a really hard worker, and I have the personality fit for customer service, and, I make friends really easily. I'm never upset at work. So I knew it wasn't me. But after that happened, again, I was just so beat down and so devastated and just, yeah. And eventually after that, I found another job, which I ended up working in until we moved to Melbourne. So that was fine. But along with the, you know, the issues with my work, I was having issues with, you know, like friends, and wondering who was my real friend, who, you know, who was making the effort for me and who was I making the effort for that, you know, didn't deserve my effort, that sort of thing. So basically where we were living, I felt really isolated and I felt like I had no one. And I think that's why I turned to my YouTube channel a lot, because it was kind of like a escape, I guess, from the fact that I had no one to hang out with and no friends. But yeah, so 2019 was just a horrible year for me, and I really don't want to remember it. Like I said, I had some pretty good parts, like good times of 2019 as well. Obviously, like I started playing basketball with a friend that I'd made, and our friendship became pretty strong, and we're still really good friends. And then obviously, you know, my channel blowing up by like 300 subscribers, which was insane. Making amazing friends on Twitter. So yeah, there was some good parts as well, but the majority of it, it wasn't a very good year. So anyway, basically we got real close to Christmas, and we thought we were going to be living in Adelaide for at least the next year and a half, because won't get into that, no one will understand. But anyway, we thought we were going to be in Adelaide for the next year and a half. And then my partner came home and told me that he actually might be given an opportunity to work in Melbourne with a company. So for those that are Australian and watching, maybe my friend's family, basically working with the V8 supercars, which for my American friends, which I think are the majority of my friends that watch me, is very similar to NASCAR, I assume. It's kind of like the equivalent. So basically it was a few weeks before Christmas, maybe a month before Christmas, and he came home with that information. So we were like, what's happening? Are we going to be moving? What's happening? So basically we didn't find out until about a week before, maybe 2 weeks before Christmas, that we were 100% moving to Melbourne in January. Now, when you think about it, that's basically just over a month? Yeah. So we had about a month and a half, I think, worth of like time to prepare to go to Melbourne. But the issue was that we had already booked our time off for Christmas. So when we found out, we were actually in my hometown for a few days for my mum's birthday. And then after we came back from there, a week after that, Zach was leaving to go on holiday to Perth for like 3.5 weeks. And I was going to be in my hometown for Christmas for like 7 or 8 days. So we had, all up, I think we had about a week and a half to get the house ready to be moved, get our stuff ready, get our house fixed up, basically. So I was by myself for most of it, doing all of that, because Zach was away for more than I was. So I was at home doing all of that. So I had no time to do anything, let alone make ASMR videos. So I also got back from holidays thinking that I'd have a few shifts to be able to go back to work to, but I had none. Like, they literally gave me none for the whole 2 weeks I was left in Adelaide still. So that was really, really hard in regards to funds and having money to spend on bills and on getting things to fix the house up with. So anyway, fast forward, we have everything packed on its way to Melbourne, and we are in a hotel for the night. And the next morning we were leaving to drive to Melbourne, which is an 8-hour drive from where we were. So got to Melbourne. We stayed at a friend's house for the night with our dogs and our cat. And then we were basically in a hotel because our furniture wasn't arriving in Melbourne for like a week. So we were put in a hotel for like a week until our furniture got there, which would have been Wednesday last week. So today's Thursday that I'm making this video. It was the Wednesday before the one just gone. So we moved our furniture in and we've been here ever since. It's been about a week since we moved in officially, and I am still looking for work. I've been looking for work for about a week and a half, and I know a week and a half doesn't seem like much time, but like when you've got bills to pay, it's so much time. Like every day that goes by is even more stressful than the last because, each day that goes by means you haven't been called for an interview, which means, it's not going to be another few days before you even get the opportunity to, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just so stressful. So yeah, like I haven't been working, but I haven't made any videos because I just haven't been in the right state of mind to make them because I've been stressed about work, stressed about money, stressed about bills. But I do have a job trial tomorrow morning. This depends on when I've uploaded this. So hopefully I get that. But yeah, other than that, I wanted to talk about the whole making ASMR videos. So because I've spent so much time not making them and not interacting with all my friends on Twitter, I've gotten in my head about, am I fit for doing something like this? Like, am I creative enough? Do people actually like me? Like, I'm in my head about whether or not I'm worthy of people's time, I guess. When I see my friends on Twitter making their videos, I'm like, wow, that is such a great idea. Wow, you're so creative. Like, like they're uploading regularly and making really good stuff. And I just feel like I am not on their level. Like, I feel like I'm not, creative enough for it, I guess. And I'm not really into role plays. I don't feel comfortable pretending the camera is a person. It's just weird to me. Like, even talking to the camera like this kind of feels a bit strange to me sometimes, although I am more used to it now than I was when I started. It's just super weird. And as you guys know, I have uploaded videos that aren't so much ASMR. Like I did my clothing haul, which was, I think I did it in a little ASMR way. But then I uploaded my Don't F with Cats video, and I actually had such a good time making that video. Although the video wasn't, it was kind of morbid. It felt really good to be talking in my voice and, not whispering and thinking that I'm like breathing really heavy and people are irritated by it. Like it felt really like natural for me. So I kind of wanted to put out feelers, I guess, for like, I do want to keep making ASMR, but I also feel like I want to branch out into different things. Like I don't have like a niche at the moment. I'm not a makeup guru. I'm not a fitness guru. I'm not a gamer, that sort of thing. So there's nothing that I am really very into. Like the reason I got into ASMR was because I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel. But I never really knew what I would do. So when I found ASMR and I realized, I could do this, that's when I got into it. But I feel like, I just feel like down about myself that I'm not creative enough for it. So that's why I'm kind of thinking, maybe I should branch out and do other things as well, like have a little bit of a mixture of things like clothing hauls, like reviews of things that I did, like the Don't F with Cats. So I don't know, I guess I just want to know, like, if you've gotten this far into the video, awesome. I don't expect anyone to stick around for longer than like 2 minutes. But yeah, I guess I just kind of want a bit of an opinion from you guys about what you think, what you think about this. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I do want to keep making ASMR, like, because it's fun, but I feel like there's other things I could do as well. So, but yeah, so basically long story short, I am hopefully going to be employed tomorrow, hopefully. And then I should have a routine, and then I should be able to get back into a routine, and I can be like, okay, well, I can make a video here and then, and yeah. So that's pretty much my life right now. Nothing interesting. Yeah. Okay. I never know how to end videos that aren't ASMR, so I don't know. If you've gotten this far, let me know what you think about the whole, situation of me and making ASMR videos or other videos. If you have ideas of what I could, get into, let me know. But other than that, please bear with me. Like, I never want to stop making videos. I really enjoy it. I love seeing the response, even though it's not very big at the moment. I love seeing, even one nice comment. It's so fulfilling. So bear with me, and hopefully I can get back into another routine and start uploading regularly. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.